Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to No Limits Wrestling. We are live, and still to come in this part, Big E Langston, the hardcore champion, gonna go one-on-one with the Animal Batista. These two big behemoths set to collide later on.
A strap match? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, you're my lawyer. You're meant to be checking this kind of stuff out. Damn it! I'm screwed. Got a strap match against Dean Ambrose. No help. Oh my god. Oh, you've messed up big time, pal. And now he's run off with my money. He's run off with my briefcase full of money. You've got to redeem yourself, pal. You've got to redeem yourself. You've got to get out there. You've got to find Dean Ambrose. You've got to get the money back to me. And if you can, clothesline him. Clothesline him to hell. Please, Mr. Layfield. Oh, my God. I'm freaking out. Look, I think he was spotted on the highway recently. Just go. Go and get him. Now. Jesus.
You've got to wonder whether or not JBL's actually going to find Dean Ambrose. If he does, he's going to want to soften him up for the Commissioner for that strap match at Unchained. And speaking of Unchained, there is also going to be the Elimination Chamber. Of course, it's on everyone's minds. Two of the men going to be competing in that matchup, Drew Galloway and CM Punk. These two men set to collide, but let's take you back to last week and what happened between CM Punk and Shawn Michaels. Now, CM Punk was scheduled to have a match against Jeff Hardy. That matchup was ongoing until Shawn Michaels made his way to the ring at the start of that matchup. However, it was apparent what was happening towards the end when Shawn Michaels interfered, costing Jeff Hardy that match against CM Punk. Apparently now, CM Punk and Shawn Michaels have aligned to form this alliance heading into the Elimination Chamber. We heard what they had to say on Metal this past week, and it's certainly a good strategy heading into a multi-man matchup like that. However, it's every man for himself at the end of the day. What if they are the only two left? We'll see. However, this week, Galloway was taking on CM Punk, but Shawn Michaels was still lurking around at ringside. HBK, there's no doubt he's a factor. And this alliance is dangerous, and Drew Galloway, he knows this as he goes after CM Punk's arm now, takes him down early with a submission. But again, like I said, Shawn Michaels on the outside there, going to pose a constant threat. And maybe that's why he's not in his game at the moment. Last week, Drew Galloway picked up a victory over the world champion. Tonight, can very well build up a lot more momentum. As you can see here, almost going to pin CM Punk. But Punk gets out of that one unscathed for the moment, and there's a huge punch by Galloway. From Air Scotland, he knows how to brawl with the best of them, and he knows how to wrestle as well, but Punk lands on the apron, and oh my god, what a kick! A kick that sends CM Punk nearly knocked unconscious on the outside there. And Galloway going to try and capitalise, but there is Shawn Michaels again to meet his gaze. And Michaels distracts him as CM Punk takes him out from behind. And we knew what this alliance was for. And Punk takes advantage early. And now CM Punk continuing to work on Drew Galloway. He's got that foot right across the throat, trying to choke him out here. And there you go again. And for God's sake, ref, you've got to keep tabs on Michaels at all times. You don't know what he's going to do, but right there he was choking out Galloway. Referee didn't see it. He was preoccupied with CM Punk, and that allows CM Punk to hit that back body suplex. And at the moment, CM Punk, he's got him in that surfboard position and stomps the back into the canvas. And CM Punk saying, can you believe what's going on here? And Shawn Michaels actually directing traffic now. Oh, maybe not for long. Galloway, we're going to steal this one. There's a roll-up, but Punk kicks out. Oh, and there's that boot. CM Punk kicking out forcefully and literally that time. The Shining Wizard and Galloway. This victory may be slipping away. He's got him held by the head. Devillock DDT maybe, but no. Rings the arm into the canvas. And this is the breakthrough that Galloway desperately needed. Consider the fact that both of these guys are going to be in that Elimination Chamber at Unchained. A victory here tonight is crucial for momentum heading into that world title matchup, but Galloway gets caught on the top. Maybe go for the GTS. Oh my lord! What a freaking lariat! The great Stan Hansen threw some lariats in his day, and Galloway threw one almost as powerful, if not more so. Jesus! And there's that tilt-a-whirl to CM Punk. Galloway channeling his inner brute and just going full throttle. And you can see CM Punk is writhing as Shawn Michaels desperately worrying about him. He's making sure he's going to try and get into this matchup. Galloway going Flag Claymore to put it away. But there's that missile drop kick. And CM Punk gets rid of his problem, but maybe only momentarily. Galloway's on the outside. And CM Punk creating some much needed separation. But maybe going to meet him now. Going for that suicide dive. That tope suicida. But Galloway moves out of the way, and CM Punk comes crashing to the floor. He's got to be winded after that, mon. And now he's sent back into the ring. And Galloway may be getting a victory. A second straight victory after beating AJ Styles last week. He's just got a cap. Oh! Oh, and I should have known. CM Punk was making a scene in the middle of the ring, distracting the referee. Oh, look at this, crawls into the cover, and yeah, there we go. And he's celebrating like he's won the Super Bowl or something. You haven't won the title yet, mate. But Shawn Michaels with that super kick, taking out Drew Galloway on the outside. The referee didn't see it, and I guess the record book is going to show that Drew Galloway lost to CM Punk here tonight. But the big asterisk by that victory is going to be that Shawn Michaels played a major factor in this one. We'll take a look at this again. That tope suicida missed from CM Punk. A big miscalculation that almost cost him. If he didn't have Shawn Michaels on the outside watching his back and super kicking Galloway. And heading into the chamber, victories are important. And considering there are no DQs in that chamber, they can do all this and more. And that is frightening for a man like Drew Galloway. Yes, he got a crucial victory against... Oh my god. Well, he got a victory against AJ Styles, but being shown the utmost disrespect here tonight. Punk and Michaels, this alliance, continuing to plague the NLW roster, and Galloway suffers the results of it. Sneak attacks seem to be all the rage in NLW at the moment, and that was none more prevalent than last week. It was a women's division matchup between Trish Stratus, the champion, against the challenger Maria Kanellis. It was after Trish Stratus had already beaten Maria Kanellis that she decided she was going to go back in for more with The Miz. However, the woman who stopped that from happening was Charlotte Flair. She came to the aid of Trish Stratus. However, that's what we assumed, but it was not the case. Charlotte ended up attacking Trish Stratus, the women's champion, hitting a natural selection on the steel steps, and we were all left wondering why she did this. Perhaps it stems from her losing at WrestleMania and not becoming the first ever women's champion. Perhaps it stemmed from her losing a matchup against Trish Stratus on episode 44. We didn't know, so we asked Charlotte to explain all in front of the live crowd, and this is what she had to say. After WrestleMania, I was a changed woman, and I don't give a damn whether you believe me or you don't. But the fact remains is that I was changed. I was no longer that person that I was before WrestleMania. I had turned a new leaf. And when I congratulated Trish Stratus on our women's title victory, I was genuine. But of course, Trish Stratus didn't see it that way. Even the next week, I played by the rules, and I lost because Trish Stratus cheated to beat me. That's when I quickly realized that playing fair does not win you titles. Playing like a Flair wins you titles. I gave Trish the natural selection on the steel steps to send her a very clear message that I am going to become your next women's champion. And after that, you will all bow down to your queen. Well, there you have it. She says she's going to become the next women's champion, and Stone Cold has just announced a matchup for Unchained. It is going to be Charlotte Flair going one-on-one with Trish Stratus. However, this time it is an Extreme Rules matchup. No disqualifications, no countouts. Only way to win is by pinfall or submission. This one is going to be brutal, and I can tell that Trish Stratus is going to be wanting to get her hands on Charlotte once she returns from that injury. Moving on to the Tag Team Championship situation, and that is just as chaotic. Where do we even begin? You're going to have to bear with me on this one. It's going to get confusing. Firstly, the Lucha Dragons form, irritating Hernandez. Hernandez is pushed out of the situation in favour of Kalisto. The Lucha Dragons defeat the Young Bucks in their tag team debut. The next week, the Young Bucks have a rematch for the tag team titles against Rob Van Dam and Raven. However, seeing as how the Lucha Dragons have already beaten the Young Bucks, they were backstage watching the matchup. Another team enters the situation, the Outsiders. They're angry that they're not even involved in the conversation. They attack the Lucha Dragons, they attack Rob Van Dam and Raven, who are the champions, and they attack the Young Bucks. This past week on Messel, Angle. The Lucha Dragons are looking for revenge against the Outsiders. However, the Outsiders beat the Lucha Dragons. Tonight, it is the tag team champions, Rob Van Dam and Raven, against the men who beat the former tag team champions, Lucha Dragons. We joined this matchup in progress, and I've got to warn you, stay concentrated because none of these teams are going away without a fight. Sin Cara desperately needs the tag. He wants the tag. Kalisto's in trouble. And he's being double teamed at the moment. It's a monkey flip from Van Dam. Into the Raven effect maybe, but no, the drop kick from Sin Cara to save his partner. And there's that huge drop kick. I should say that spinning heel kick. Sin Cara's down. But it is Kalisto and RVD who are the legal men, and well, look who's going to scout this one. Oh, and there's that faceplant Hurricane Run from Kalisto. The Outsiders out here to scout this. Oh, look at this. The Young Bucks out here to get revenge for what happened last week. Remember, they were cost a tag title because of the Outsiders. And they're all fighting on the outside, but here's that spinning corkscrew over the top rope. And meanwhile in the ring, and oh my! Well, Matt Jackson of the Young Bucks was looking to super kick Kevin Nash and get revenge, but he moved. RVD took the brunt of it, and Kalisto gonna take advantage. Referee was preoccupied with what was going on outside. And with that, the Lucha Dragons pick up the victory over the tag team champions. And if this tag team situation was confusing before, it's even more so now. And look at the Young Bucks and the Outsiders still fighting on the outside, but the Lucha Dragons defeat the tag team champions. So you got your job back. You happy now, Commissioner? You happy now? I am, because I got a match against you at Unchained. I don't care whether you're in power, I don't care where you fight, I don't care who you are or where you are. All I care about is beating you to a bloody pulp like you tried to do to me after WrestleMania. Well, that's fine by me if you want to send your lackey to try and find me. But I got news for you, Mr. Commissioner. If I get my hands on Mr. Layfield, I'm going to choke him out and I'm going to beat him to a bloody pulp as well to show you the ass kicking that you're in for when I meet you at Unchained in that strap match. Now, your new business partner, Mr. Austin, and I, we think alike. And that's why I'm on this bridge right now. That's right, I'm giving away my location. But I don't care. I want to fight. I've got your briefcase full of money, but not only that, I've got your psyche under my control. I've no problem beating you up, man. But I guess Layfield's gonna take the beating for you this time, but he won't do it Unchained. Oh no! You better pray to the gods that I don't kill you at Unchained! Come and find me, Layfield! Come and find me! Well, Commissioner, you want to go around attacking people? I guess that's what you get. Man, is Dean Ambrose angry. Still, JBL's on his way to find him. Nevertheless, let's get back to now and what's happening in NLW. I can reveal that 2 more matches have been made for Unchained. One of them is Batista versus Kurt Angle. This one started several weeks ago when Angle was beating up Drew Galloway. However, one man came to the rescue, and that man was Batista. Batista had just come off a successful victory against Randy Orton in a last man standing match at WrestleMania and was obviously looking for another challenge, and naturally he saw that challenge to be the unpinned, unsubmitted Kurt Angle. Angle's never lost in NLW, and that's clearly why Batista went after him, as we heard last week when they went face to face, nose to nose, and confronted each other in the ring. And so that match has been made, and it's happening at Unchained. And another matchup that's happening at Unchained is going to be The Undertaker versus Big E Langston. Last week, Undertaker came out to the ring following his Hell in a Cell loss to AJ Styles at Revenge. Naturally, he was battered and bruised. However, Big E Langston saw it fit to take advantage of that situation, attacking The Undertaker. Big E, after conquering the hardcore division, was also looking for another challenge. Nevertheless, naturally, Undertaker was going to take exception to that. And that is why this past week, AJ Styles was scheduled to go up against Big E Langston, but The Undertaker attacked Big E before he could even start the matchup. Tonight, however, it's Animal versus Animal. Beast versus Beast. Batista versus the hardcore champion Big E Langston. Big E's in the ring. Let's go to ringside. And Big E there, the hardcore champion. And at Unchained, the title's not on the line. People feared what these men would do to each other under no disqualifications. That's why. And Batista, you gotta believe he's the perfect opponent for a man like Big E Langston. You can't high fly around Big E. You can try and outquick him. because he is as agile as the next man. The only way you're going to beat him is to outpower him, and if anybody can do it, it's Batista. And at Unchained, Batista has a huge opportunity to beat the previously unbeaten Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. And this is no warm-up. Well, I should say this is no ordinary warm-up. Quite frankly, I think Big E's a dominant champion, as we've seen. In fact, you know there's a hardcore 24/7 rule. Yeah, nobody wants to challenge him. That's how dominant he is. And you can see there, they're trying to match power. Shoulder blocks, they just bounced off each other, and now, oh my, he's up in the Gorilla Crest, but sent off the ropes, and there's a spear by Batista. And this early test of strength, Batista in control for the moment, and well, there's the man who he's set to face at Unchained. Kurt Angle going to take a closer look at this matchup, which will continue after this break. Don't miss it.
This city needs a hero. Who will come to the citizens' aid? Is the bird? Is the plane? No. It's the new sensation. The man that gravity forgot. He is simply death-defying. It's Neville, and he's here to save us.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're looking live. This matchup in progress. Kurt Angle joining the fray at ringside. And you can see Batista now being manhandled by Big E. My goodness. There's that Uranagi in the corner. And you got to believe that Batista's being thrown off here by the presence of Kurt Angle, the man he's set to face at Unchained. There's a punch, but there's another huge blow by Big E. And that massive power slam. Batista's down. And that's nearly 300 pounds that Big E just crushed. Here's a cover from the splash and a kick out by Batista again. This is one of our 4 huge matches here tonight, and what a night it is. We've already seen so many great matches made for Unchained. Obviously the 2 big ones being Big E versus Undertaker and Angle versus Batista. That's why Angle's out here now to scalp Batista as the animal delivers that huge superplex from the top rope. The hardcore champion is reeling. My God, imagine if this was a hardcore title matchup. The carnage that would ensue, and there's enough carnage already. Batista going for that Batista bomb. Got backdropped, but the strength of Batista to catch that dive. And Batista from that spinebuster is sending a message to the Olympic gold medalist at ringside. He says it's thumbs down. It's over, he says, but a spinning heel kick from Big E. The things these men will do to impress and to gain momentum. That is the spirit of competition here in NLW. And I for one love it. Oh, now looking for that big ending. Looking for that big ending to put it away, but now instead, both men go crashing over. And Angle sees the carnage that's erupted at ringside here. The big ending was reversed over the top rope, and Big E sent face first into the post. And the referee trying to gain a measure of control as Batista now is eyeing up the man he faces at Unchained. Big E seems to be in a daze, but Angle saying what he's gonna... Oh my God! And did you see that? Big E Langston walloping Batista with that chair. And it's clear now that Big E wasn't looking to drag this match out any longer. Now he's just looking to send a message to The Undertaker. You gotta feel that chair shot to cause the DQ, and oh! Well, speak of the devil, here comes Big Evil! And The Undertaker is just battering Big E at ringside here. And The Undertaker's not forgotten what happened in episode 45. He attacked him on metal, and apparently he's not done with him. They're brawling to the back, and oh, look at this! Angle in the ring, go for the angle slam! But Batista spins around into a Batista bomb. Kurt Angle thought he was going to catch out Batista while he wasn't looking, but instead Batista outmaneuvers him, outpowers him, and delivers that Batista bomb. And Batista saying, is this what I've got to contend with? Because I like my chances. Well, there's a reason he's unpinned. There's a reason he's unsubmitted. But is he getting a little bit overconfident? Is he getting a little bit too full of himself? And will that cost him at Unchained against Batista? We will see, but two huge main event matches still to come in NLW. First of all, Falls Count Anywhere, Jeff Hardy against Shawn Michaels. That a revenge rematch. Two of those men going to be competing in the chamber, and another two men competing in the chamber. The world champion AJ Styles versus the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar. These two huge main event matches still to come, and they're coming up next. Don't miss it.